Hey, hey, hello everybody. Another 360 on passive. Boom, baby. Mr. Mufara should be here. He's got a hectic schedule, so he will pop in when he can. Um, First, we're going to say congratulations to everybody that's watching this and is a founder because you made it. Don't worry about the small stuff. I know we're hearing all about what about. Listen, what about nothing? Don't worry. Everything will be ironed out. It will be fine. We are not, you're not going to be left behind. So I'm getting, what about all day today? What about calm down? Okay, we'll be fine. I'm going to turn over to Red and see who's on. I just got a notification from Mr.
He's on.
Mufara. Okay, he's
Oh.
coming. In fact, that might be him right there.
Hey, did you give him the background?
Go ahead, Red.
Marty?
Yes. Go, Red.
Okay, fantastic. Hello, everyone. How are we? Man, are we excited today? What's been happening over the last week, 2 weeks? We came to a massive crescendo last night. I'm sure that our CEO is going to come on and give us a lot more details. But when I say that founders were coming in by the thousands, by the minute, I am not exaggerated. We haven't got the full details of how many came in over the last 24 hours to get in the door before it closed, which it has done forever now. There is no more founders for no money, no love, or nothing. That's it, game over. There is no more founders. But I know one thing's for sure. Man, have we had a lot of founders joining. I think I saw someone post that in 20 days, we had something like 100,000 founders join over a 20-day period. Absolutely phenomenal.
Nothing like waiting till the last minute, huh, Red?
Do you know something? It baffles me why so many people have made it to the last. But congratulations to every single one of you people who is here as a founder and partner of this amazing company that we call On Passive. Going to hand it over to Chris Johnson, and I'm going to go and do my YouTube thing.
Hello, Mr. Ash. Looking good, my brother. Marty and Red, you guys are always good looking to me. Very proud to be here. I want to congratulate everyone who made it on time. Yep, Ash disappeared again. That's okay. The total number that I'm looking at here, I don't know if Fred just read it, because everyone's texting me, you can't get on Passive 360. Guys, tell the people, text it out YouTube. Go to our YouTube channels. It's on there. The final number, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Ash, is 1,455,793 of the luckiest people in the world. And I say that from my heart because you have no idea what the guy, either he's below me or to the left of me, his name is Ash Mufara. He's given us all a gift. All right. I got to believe his heart and his mind is going absolutely ballistic because he's been waiting for this day for as long as we have. So I'm here to say thank you to all the people that did webinars, did posts, did live, all about it passive, to tell the world that we're coming and we're not going away, and they will feel the quake when this launches to the world. And I'm, for one, am very proud to be part of it. And I want to thank Ash Mufara, Red Redford, and Marty DeGarmo for letting me tag along with them and have a lot of fun. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
You're definitely not a tag along, Chris. You made a huge impact on Passive, absolutely huge. You are a peacemaker and you brought countries together. That's not too shabby. I want to do a couple shout outs because I love doing it. And if it wasn't for all the people that come to us, it wouldn't be the same, obviously. Mr. Theo Ofandes, how you doing? Antoinette Hayes is here. Randall Harris, Patricia Parent. Pat, you're doing a fantastic job. Casey Zebenbergen, got to see you for the first time last night. Chris thought you were a woman, but that's okay. You're definitely not a woman. You got a radio voice. Pika Ramul, Azar Khan, hello. Jean Aliva, excellent. I'm glad you were there. 870 some people showed up for the celebration of turning 12 midnight in the East Coast to say goodbye to the first stage of On Passive, which are many, many more. Stepan, how you doing? West, Natalie, Berm, William, Vera Waluga, Wolfpack Media News. Well, Eric Kessler, you're always here. I got to go quick, guys, because we have a lot going on. Zombie guys here in broad daylight, crazy. Albert Reed, Mickey Barker, you know I love you all. Norell, thanks for being here. Oh my God, it's got to be 4 o'clock in the morning. Glad you could make it. Mafusa's in the house. Harvey, DJ Green's here. Fantastic. I want to say a few things before I pass it over to Red. Yes, 18 years ago this July or September, I came online and wanted to find a way to make an income online. I wound up on disability and I said, well, somebody else can do it. I can do it too. It was a very rude awakening for many, many years because I found out then, I know now what I was looking for then, it was called Unpassive. 3.5 years ago, Unpassive found me, I believe, through Red and Peter Rogers, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's a company that was designed perfect for people, absolutely perfect from the beginning. It's the very beginning thoughts of it were strategically done in the thought of other people. I could not believe it. I was told one day, hey, you have some skills, Marty, you could do very well, but you care too much for other people. And I thought, well, if that's the case, I'll stay broke. But guess what? I'm an Unpassive. You can care for people. You can make a very good income, I believe, in the future. If we give it time, we're in, we win. I have never felt this positive and this happy about being in any business in my entire life. And I loved my regular business that I was in, but not as much as I love this. And Mr. Mufara and his family for the sacrifice they made. I'll never forget it. I would follow the Mufaros anywhere, anytime. They are 1 in a million. I mean that with the bottom of my heart. I'm going to turn it over to Red.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Marty, and welcome to our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. Great to see you here, boss. Right, few shout outs. I'm going to go 2 minutes of really, really quick ones, and then we get that out of the way, and then we're good to go. So in one breath, here we go. Special thanks to Andrew Carl-Hearn for the super sticker. We got Donna Hamby Young, we've got Randy Johnson, Ranaf, Elizabeth Pondy, Dane from the Twins. You're here. Hello, brother. How you doing? Paddy McGuigan, good to see you. Looking forward to meeting up with you next weekend, buddy. Tyra, you're here as well. Abdul and Gina Lever. Hello to you. William Norris, Angela Lynn, Don Chadwick, Ann Slater, Ajit Mackey, Missioners de Printemps. Oh, you're new. How you doing? Sergio, how you doing, buddy? All the way from Russia, and look, good to see you here. TikTok edits, John Wogan, Shubba something or other. Terry Curtis, Wanda Cooper, on passive with John, Juanita Ali, Vivine, Benny. That'll do. Over to you, Chris.
Holy cow, Red, that was fast. I'll do it the same. My YouTube channel is Tanya Henner, Dustin Grove, Gina Heaves, MD Salah. How you doing? Tim Dillon, John Barilla, MD Salah again, Vivine Benny, Christine Cascala. How you doing? Joseph Duffett, Prisca, what's happening? Roy, Tim Johnson, Big Turner, Julie Wen, Robin Noble, Bill Moss, John White, my favorites. Randy, how you doing? Elsie Patch, Kurt Eddy, Patrick McWigan. I love it, Red, when you UK guys jump over to me. Absolutely love it. Thanks, Patty. All right, that's it for me, guys. Welcome. You are here live on a Passive 360 where you've come to get the right information, the correct information. And that guy that's in that really good-looking blue suit and that really dark hair and how he gets so dark, he's going to give you all the information. Marty or Mr. Mufara, go ahead. It's all yours.
Just before you jump in there, Marty was on about something else that we did before we came over to On Passive, because me and Marty knew each other before this. This is something that a lot of people don't know. It was actually Marty, when we were doing what we were doing before, said to me, Red, you really need to start doing lives. You really need to start getting out there. He said, there's something about you that people like. Give it a go. I was like a rabbit in the headlights, guys. I hadn't got a clue what I was doing, but he gave me the confidence to get out there and to start doing what I do now. I cannot thank you, Marty DeGarmo. You, from the bottom of my heart, you pushed me forward, mate. And look at us now, the 360 brothers and Ash, obviously, you know,
And Ash, yeah.
and Ash. So thank you very much. Over to you, Ash.
Well, thank you so much, Red, Chris, and Marty DeGarmo. I appreciate you, and we are indeed in it to win it. A big congratulations to all of the winners and founders who made it in just in time. That was quite a journey. I believe if we kept it at this pace, 20 days later, we would be at about 2 million founders if we kept it at that pace. So we have not seen this era before, never before. And this is the first time I witnessed in my life where we are literally pushing the doors in the face of our customers or founding members and rejecting newcomers. That was quite refreshing. It's for the first time ever. I don't know if we're ever going to see this again. I've never seen people celebrating, excited, and chanting for the shutdown of a program or any website, and they are refreshing like around the clock. They can't wait for it to be gone. That's amazing. I think that's based on the trust, because they know we're not going away, we're going ahead, we're going forward, we're going higher. So I want to thank you for your faith, your patience, all of you. I want to thank my leaders here and all of the other leaders behind the scene, our managers, our staff all across the globe, those who believed in us and those who didn't and challenged us. They made us better and they made us stronger. So thank you for all of that. Whatever you did, your action will go back at you. It will reflect its impact on you. Perhaps if you made the right decision, you will find nothing but goodness and greatness within the Passive empire and journey. So I believe this is not the official platform for Passive founders to discuss more proprietary information, all of that. This is quite a friendly and public platform, but it's important to say some of this stuff here because some founders and founding members, they are not so engaged within. So I think it's one of the ways to reach them out externally on YouTube and some of these recaps. So it's a good chance for you to get the following memos and get inside, so we can have more accurate and more specific information. So let's get to some of the vital information. I'm not sure what was the theme here today. We didn't get a chance to plan it ahead. I'm sure you have an agenda, but whatever your expectation is, we're not going to go too long, obviously, respecting the theme and the usual setting for this Passive 360. I think it is important to address a few items, no doubt. Number one, we have a new blog, which is quite stunning to me, and it is just the beginning of a new phase. We have been having a new website every Monday that will continue. In the month of July, we have hired enough designers and developers for the daily website. By the end of this month, we are quite settled, and remember, everybody's being trained for the task. By July, which is just days from now, we are at a point where we can literally, if it's to release one complete dedicated website for every founder every day. And that's just an incredible power. Wow, I'm just blown away. This is a company which is accelerating in its value delivery instead of fading away. Boy, have we sustained some heat? Have we delivered? Have we stacked the cool and increased our value? Compounded, indeed. So we will continue that. In fact, the upcoming days are really, really not only promising, but very exciting and very, thrilling in a way. I invite every founder who has an account or who has some, whether contacts or people within OnPassive. I really genuinely invite you to tune in, to plug in with the right mentality. And here's the best part: you have no price for that. It's totally an added value. It is totally an evolving and compounded value, whether you came hours ago or 20 months ago or 3 years ago. In fact, we are approaching 4 years anniversary for this era. And my first 2 videos in 2018 that were raw and without specific business name or business model, were just an ambition and a mission. Today, here later, we have so many pillars and foundations for probably and possibly one of the biggest projects ever existed to improve our value and on a human level. So we have evolved tremendously in a good way. That was time well invested, and we have definitely increased or upped our game. We've raised the bar, we've raised the standards, and I believe we've attracted the right people for the most part. Okay, we are delighted for that, and you cannot be wrong with the crowd we have and all the staff. I'm talking about the human power that we have, whether on the company side, the corporate side, or the founders and potential customers. Obviously, we have sustained and we have proven ourselves. So 4 years ago, nothing specific, just a rough idea, ambition, but we didn't surrender. We didn't give up. We kept going after it, and boy, did we evolve. Up until now, for what was initially promised or proposed, we feel that we are square with the founders if it's fair, by giving what is as of now the positioning, the timing, the break, the discount to get in, the constant information, the beta testing, and marketing campaigns. So I believe it is fair to say for what was paid and what was pitched initially, we are delivering, okay, or at least delivered up until now. And many of us would think we way over delivered. Now, here's the thing. We're not asking for additional effort or pay from the founders. In fact, now the company is going to continue delivering. So whatever comes from this point and on is indeed over delivering. Now, you may think I probably know 1% or 10% from what's going on and what's up to the company's sleeves. I completely respect whatever you think you know, no matter how much you think you know, whether it's 1% or 10%. It's quite good, but that was just the concept and conceptual seed of what to come. Now we're going to be more specific and way broader ambition. If our ambition was without people, without budget, without any of that, got us to where we are now, what do you think? So I want you to think about the next 1% or 10%, depending on your level of knowledge and engagement. What do you think the next 10% it is so worth it that you really tune in at any cost, okay? You just have to give it your attention. This literally will impact your situation in a positive way. Nothing but good comes from Unpassive. We already said that. So continue the engagement and involvement of Unpassive if you care, because the next percentage, whether it's 1, 10, or 20%, it's thrilling. It's mind-boggling. It will literally blow your mind, because we're at a point where we are thinking, is this really happening? Is it really possible? And make no mistake, if we say it, it's a done deal with Unpassive. So I'm going to try to go over a few quickies, okay, or quick ones, and we'll turn it back to my brothers here. So the pending founders, okay, we have paid, active, confirmed founders, and those who registered but never secured payment before the cutoff time, which is roughly 12 hours ago, okay? And that's it. This registration will never open, okay? So it will never be available to the public market, nor to the stock market, and most importantly, I never will allow anybody to use it in the black market and start selling founding position. You're not allowed to sell. This is not for solicitation. You are able to request a refund up until now and tomorrow and next week, no problem. You want to walk away, you don't feel the value, but you can never sell it. This is not a product or a position to be resold. The company stopped selling that, so you should do the same, all right? So big point, no one is allowed to sell a founder position at any cost, not even equal value to what they paid. You can request a refund, but you're not the one to allow anybody else to take over the account. So this is either yours or return it back to the company. And we will know, okay, by making sure the message is clear. Both sides, if you are buying an account from somebody other than the company, okay, you're also reliable for that. You want to make sure you only register or purchase through the company websites. And I'm not talking about a chatter area or an outside application or a personal dialogue, none of that. Only the professional official platform throughout the company. You will be given heads up, communicated throughly all the time, okay? Never do side deals or bargains, none of that, okay? We're not going to allow it. That's called manipulation and black market, if you want to call it, but we don't allow that. So I hope that's clear. Now, for the pending founders, if you got in and for some reason you didn't make the time and now you believe Unpassive is the company, if you log in and you are prompted to the payment page, I don't know what you want to do. You want to wonder and just speculate? Go run, grab it, okay, before it's too late. And just example, if you find $1,000 right now on the ground, okay, nobody around, what do? Gonna analyze, stare at it? Okay, no, grab it. Then you find out, okay, what to do with it. So while it lasts, we haven't decided the cutoff time for flushing them out. Obviously, eventually we're gonna flush out, like meaning delete all the pending account. But I would have proper communications with the leaders and the executives within Unpassive corporate, so we will make the right, fair decision how to and when to come on. But while it lasts, I'm not thinking within the next 24 hours or so. While it lasts, if you're able to log in, you're a real person, run, okay? And I'm not telling you to buy. If you don't believe in OnPassive, don't get that. I'm not promising you anything, but if you intend to have it, if you registered for a reason, I'm not in any way pressuring you. Trust me, we have more than we wanted, okay? And in fact, we have some interest to tweak the quality and fine tune the standards with some of the founders. We want to make sure we just have the best of the best, because it's the best company with the best staff, the best cabinet, executives, okay, the best value, the best products, the best, fairness and business model. You can only hope for the best users or founding members. So average founders are certainly not our favorite, okay? So it's either you're above average, really deserving, or the doors are open. And when do we stop that? I'm sure we will communicate that through the back office with you on the confidential platform within OnPassive. But as long as you are able to log in and go to the page, to the payment page, that means you can pay. All right. Either we're going to, flush them out all at once, or we'll discuss with the leaders. I hope this is clear so far. This is the pending. This is where we are. This is the numbers. Okay. We are not short of numbers. Trust me. I said, if we keep it open a couple more days, we will be increasing dramatically. And they are not coming individually. They're flocking by, the hundreds, if not the thousands, as we know. This is mind-boggling. I haven't seen companies, with this true acceleration and sizzling momentum. Mostly we see, they fade out, they get a good surge in the beginning. That's nothing. What we got in the first year, we probably got more than that. If you recall, compare 2018 to yesterday, just one day, 30,000, or, the last couple of days, 60, 50,000. So indeed, so the first year, I think we got only 10,000 the first year, which we got it in a third day, like in an 8-hour time in the last couple of days. So indeed, this is working better than planned, all right? So we can imagine what would be the next 10% of this evolution. Okay, back office, critical for you to start logging in, tune in, because we're gonna make everything available there. Our obligation to give you the proper, accurate updates and directions, instructions where to go and what to do. We will be announcing more ahead once we obviously, let's say, clean up this project. Like we're going from a phase to a much larger phase or phases to be more accurate. And because of that, we want to make sure everybody's able to log in, all support issues. If anybody's requesting refunds, log in, all of that. We will make sure everything well taken care of, and then we move on. Plus, we will tell you what's next and all of that. So it will be more clear, more, I would say, direct and specific, because there's no new registrations for OnPassive. So we will expect more developments from our side. We are at a point where we are preparing products for market level, market release, okay? And which means the next sales, very obvious, and this is a public statement, the next sale from OnPassive will be to the public. It will be for the consumers and market level, market standards, if not above, at the same time, commissionable. I'm not sure what do you call that. And that is not next year, or we could foresee how close and how fast we are approaching this level. So there will not be presentations and say webinars to invite founders, etc. It will be more of introducing and the introduction of several actual technologies, products in different ways. And we constantly invent products. In fact, we just discussed something the very last week, and now we are 1 week away from having the complete proposal. Something was never on the table for the unpassive ecosystem. And I apologize if I'm taking all of that, but I'm assuming you hoped I would give you as much information as the first connection between us after closing out the founders' doors. So I would imagine, because of the staff, the quality, the next 2 videos or several videos will be selling and much better than personal screen recording, PowerPoint draw, cut stock images a couple of years ago when I did them. So now the professionals and the experts will be doing the work to sell further. It sounds like, the 1.5 million next sales will be much faster, okay, because of the ability and the value. And thank you for hurting my feelings, Marty DeGarmo. Okay, you just agreed like without any hesitation. That means you've done a horrible job. Of course, we're going to do better with the next video. I get it. I will heal. I know a good therapist in the area. Okay, so it will be what's next. Pending is seamless. We're not going to make it a topic, so don't be talking about pending, all of that. If you have pending, give them a reminder. If you are still able to see the payment page, go get it before it's completely shut down. Now we're going to be really relying more on the back office. That's the most professional, formal way to communicate. And we are forming a good force of leaders that we will also appreciate their collaboration and their contribution to the communication. This is one of the methods and platforms on Passive 360 and the other webinars, but we're going to continue learning more about the unpassive concept, vision, and the evolution. Perhaps we are going to continue to release more products, live demos, beta test them, actually put our hands. You're the first to put your hands on the unpassive products and technologies. So unpassive also has, before that, so we're going to really work effortlessly on raising the awareness within and increase the quality. That's important to us because we're moving to a wider phase where we are going to be seen globally, and we want to make sure the ambassadors and the representatives of unpassive are the best of the best, just to align with our quality and our standards. All right, so because of that, okay, it is really suggested that you give your attention to the following information, event, etc. So there will be so many events, whether virtual or in person, and all of that. Okay. Okay. Now, compliance, like I said, we will work with our legal advisors and departments all across the globe to clean up any inappropriate, unacceptable information or defamation of any kind, whether good or bad. We have to address it accordingly. Not me personally. It's not going to be a rant on a live session. It will be throughout the official formal channels. All right. So it's not me who's going to speak. It's the say the attorneys. So we will be less tolerance for, because the value is high and so much at stake, we cannot tolerate what we've done in the past. But just understand, there's no frame for error or assuming or misleading. I think this is pretty much what I wanted to address for now. So just know that this is barely starting right now, okay? Everything that happened before was sort of a preparation, all right? So unpassive has branched off and it's still continuing to breed and generate more value. We couldn't be prouder, to be honest with you. What has been achieved so far is lifetime, for many, is a lifetime achievement in a way, or effort for many, or not even, a big segment of society would never achieve what we've achieved in their lifetime, what we've achieved in the last couple of years. So this is remarkable. I certainly encourage you to give it your best attention. There's nothing for you to put. It's not like something you would have to pay. Maybe I should address this publicly also. For those who got in as founding members and they would be able to afford the packages, the technologies, the products of Unpassive or not. The answer is the company is not making this to aggravate people or to complicate their life, especially their financing. It's quite the opposite. We want to help you improve your finances and your gains, and of course, value and time. So if you put that common sense and logic, logically, we should be looking at an easier ride ahead, because probably the difficult part is behind us. All right, because we had to prove ourselves. We had to develop the rapport and the trust. Right now we have it. We have the bond, but we have more in hands now than just a pie in the sky or an ambition or a dream 4 years ago. So it's a very good moment to celebrate, and I would say I'm confident the company has always in its heart the best interest for our customers, founding members, leaders, always. So I would say this: Unpassive will not only we are a beacon of hope for humanity, we are dream and hope enablers, and we revived so many thoughts and ideas probably would have been buried, without Unpassive. I would say you really have something, you should give it your ultimate attention. Some of our expert scientists that are on board with us on the company, on the corporate side, they also have dreams. We're enabling them. Without Unpassive, there would have been just employees clocking in and out, and at some point they retire, and no hope, no whatsoever possibility for dreams to be delivered. We tell them, if you have a dream, you share it. It becomes our dreams as a big family, and we will make sure it's delivered, especially if it makes sense or if it has a good value. And I believe that this is happening. I'm not assuming or no, this is it's a fact. We have experts who came up and they said, I have ideas. In fact, this morning, I love the timing of everything. What today of our recent experts joining us, one has been with us a little bit, but short time, and I knew they were really qualified and very talented. I knew it. They got it very quickly. That's one of our product managers. Okay. So 2 days ago, to be specific, I revised their salary and position. I just said they're worth more voluntarily. This very morning, they said, I have amazing ideas that I want to share with you. Nobody dare with them. We scheduled that. And boy, are they in inventions, are they disruptive ideas? on paper, okay? So you enable them, you take care of your people, they take care of you. Somebody just literally coming, still being onboarded to OnPassive, one of the doctors, okay, like PhD, you know, in a certain area, they're 1 week away from a proposal with a complete new concept, never been done before. So this is happening daily, like today. And you could imagine the founding members who have ideas and thoughts. So we have so much hope, so much confidence in OnPassive that will enable so many dreams, so many hopes. So no matter what was your dream, I believe it's time for you to revisit and maybe revive it. Okay, it is possible to be achieved, no matter how big it is within OnPassive. We have no big dream. Okay, so dream big, think positive. That's important. That's what I said 4 years ago. I'm going to say that today. Think positive, think big, dream bigger. All right, and guess what? I have a bad news for you. If you have a dream and it's still a dream, meaning not achieved yet, and you really believe that you're going to achieve that outside OnPassive or without OnPassive, rethink it. If you cannot succeed with OnPassive, I really doubt you would have a chance elsewhere. That's all I have for you today. Please don't ask me questions. This is just a speedy as a respect and thank you for inviting me again, my brothers here. I thank you for everything you do around the clock. Okay, we all owe it to you, but perhaps I look forward to the next time. So what is going to happen to OnPassive website or the founders back office, or most companies, when they get that lump sum of funds, the next day we know where is going to be a white website. No, this is when we're going to thrive. Okay, this is when we're going to thrive. So how soon are you going to see Ash? More frequent than the past. Okay, how often are we going to see events? More than before. So now the fun begins, the unleashing more disruptive projects, ideas, all of that. So keep in mind, many of the things before used to be conceptual, but now they're factual. They used to be what? Conceptual. Now they are factual. We have them in hand, and it's a matter of introducing them to you. So before we talked about just a platform, now we have products, innovative products. We have services. We have missions, like missionary type of projects. We have physical disruptive products, and we have ambition. Even the inner circle will think, do you really believe this is possible? And I tell you what, if I go after it, there's a good chance it will be done. That's my time. Thank you so much, everyone. Back to you if you have anything to say, but I will see you very soon.
Thank you very much, Ash. Holy moly. More than I expected. Gratitude to you and your family and everything you've done, Ash. You know that. And I'm speechless, okay? You did it. You did it. Say it. I'm speechless. Thank you very much. Somebody say something.
I tell you what, if I wasn't excited, I was excited last night. I'm excited for this run up to where we were, but you've just blown me away again. When I said the future's bright, it certainly is. If you're a founder and you're in, you just could not be in a better place. Plain and simple. We have everything is done, ready for us, there for us to take and grab by the horns. All we have to do is be pointed in that right direction, which you're doing for us, Ash, and really is sky's the limit. Everything is available to us as a founder. That is it. And what a gesture, by the way, I have to say, and hats off to you for leaving the pending founders position open for a short period of time. And, you know, some people would think, close it, they don't deserve it and all the rest of it. But it's very generous of you. And I'm sure, I know I'm going to be straight away getting on to these pending founders and saying, this is your last chance. Get in now whilst you can, because you do not want to miss this. And you certainly don't want to miss this. You know, like I said, everything is in place now. It really is a matter of dotting I's, crossing T's, getting those ducks in orders, and we're off to the races. And guess who is on the winning horse? This guy here, Mr. Muffarah. Over to you, Chris.
Wow. You know, you brought back a lot of memories for me, Ash, because basically, and I'm going to break this down in layman's terms like I do for our tech guys, for everyone that's simple-minded like me. This is what Ash was saying. When I was a kid, it snowed a lot in the wintertime. My mom and dad would take us to this big hill, it was called Jenner Hill, and we would bring our sleds and our toboggans. Now, there was no stairs, there were no ropes. We had to climb that hill up there, and we slipped and we fell and we kept falling down. Eventually, we finally got to the top. What Ash is saying now is we're all at the top. We're on that big old toboggan. Now we're ready to enjoy the ride. The hard work has been done, but the greatest thing, none of us had to do that hard work. And that's why I'm always thankful every day. Is what Muffarah and his staff has done is amazing things for all of us, and they don't even really know us. They went out of their way to say, hey, we could change things. We could change these people. They changed us. We're going to go out and change more people for the better. That's what Muffarah has wanted since 18 years ago, is I want to do better. I want to change it for the better. And I'm pretty sure 100% in my head, Muffarah has done this. So Ash, on behalf of the Johnson family and everyone that's texting me right now, we love you. And we are very thankful for you and your wife and your kids and the Muffarah family for doing this for us. And the three of us here, we got you back. We're always going to hold you up no matter what. So we're here for you, Ash. Thank you very much.
We're with the real deal, Chris and Marty and Red. We are the real deal. As you know, pass it. We preach what we do what we preach for sure. I believe let's keep it real, okay? It doesn't have to be deceptive, you know, the way people do business. It can be real, it can be ethical. All what we're doing is just being real. It's very simple, okay? That's how it should have been a while ago. And we're just putting that in the right on the right track with the right people. It's working. You see that, okay? The evidence is everywhere that it can work if you do it properly. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to be crooked or corrupted. We're going to do it rightfully, and we're going to make sure that we take care of the people, those who choose to be with us. We're not going to force somebody to you know, do something they're not believing in. So if you believe in it, if you're in it, you're going to win undoubtedly. And we have so much to offer, like more than any other company. We are, you know, really proud of the value we packed and piled so far. So it is really my deep conviction. Okay. And by the way, Chris Johnson has been doing some deep thinking the other night when you talked about I think it's one of your lives the other day. You talked about how long we live, the lifespan, and you know how long we work and all of that. It's a great you know dilemma or you know thing to question. I love it. Okay, and my reaction to that, to be truthful, okay, we have to be real, okay, and admit it. Why do we have to fake it and say, oh, I love my job? No, nobody loves their job, okay. And let's be real. Do you prefer to work less and accomplish more? I'm not only talking about financial figures, okay. We all love to achieve more with less efforts. So nothing wrong of admitting I would love to be lazy and enjoy my life and the things I want to do, achieving that. Why not? Okay. I don't think we're after the pain or the struggle or the prize, though it is enjoyable if you believe in what you're doing, if your passion is huge. No doubt. That's why a few can tolerate this pain before delivery. Okay, many would give up. So I do love the fact that why not work smart? Is it possible to work smart? I mean, realistically speaking, it is okay to work hard until you break the pattern, or create the foundation, structure the foundation for something huge like what we did. So realistically, what we've done so far, I believe it's probably the hardest part, and that's behind us now. Why not work smart and enjoy the fruit and the value that we cultivated? So it's okay to be lazy. I'm sorry, you don't listen to that, okay? It's okay to work smart and have more. It's absolutely, everyone, because what you have in life, your personal life or spiritual life or family or social life, that is far more important than the business, unless the business is as humanized as on passive, then it's beyond the business. So now it's worth to give it the effort, or at least the involvement. So whatever your dream from your side, use us as a company so we can work together toward your dream, her dream, his dream, their dream, collectively that bigger dream. The bigger the dream, the bigger the team, and the bigger the team, the bigger the team. All right, have a good one. I'm out of here. I'm being yelled at, and I probably should watch it. Okay. Got to go to the next thing, and I appreciate it. Back to work. Okay, we have so much to do. I appreciate the time one more time. You close it, and I thank you.
Marty, can I remind everyone, we normally do our Best of 360s on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, myself and Marty, we both have something to do, so we're going to move on Passive 360 to Thursday at 12. Is it 12 o'clock we're going to do again? All right, so next Thursday, we're going to do on Passive 360 again, because myself and Marty have something very important, and it's for all of you. I just can't tell you, but maybe I will later. But next Thursday, 12 o'clock. Marty, back to you, brother.
All right. Well, if that didn't rock your boat, you don't have a boat. Anyway, I'll see you all. Thank you, Mr. Mapara. Thank you, everybody.